Hey, would you like to have this particular set of personal credit scores, 765, 765, and 746? Let's take a closer look at what's happened here, because this is a very, very good lesson for everybody to learn. This was just done in August of last year. I picked this one out. I mean, I got hundreds of them, but this is one that really is unusual. Why? Because of those high credit scores. Here's a young man who's 42 years old, worked half his life in his business, done well, got a great home, got a great business, and look at these credit scores. Cannot borrow a nickel. And I'm going to explain why. If you look at what we got here, the open credit card he has is a single credit card with an institution for 17 years. You know what's sad about this 17 years? He didn't use that $15,000 line of credit he was so proud of that he had. He was told by his bank not to, if he didn't have to. Really? Okay. So that's the only cash credit card he had. Well, you know, it was just a few months ago that he had to have some other tools and some equipment that he needed for his business. So he'd been a little slow with the business, and he thought, well, I'll just use this credit card for the first time. And he went out and bought $13,900 worth of merchandise that he desperately needed. And these credit scores that you see here are what's there now, because before this started, they were all over 800. All over 800. And overnight, they took this drop. Why? Well, what they failed to tell this young man, and every lender does this, it doesn't matter who they are with a credit card, if you use more than 30% of the valuation of that card, for example, if it's $1,000, and you say, well, we can go do what we need to do now, like he did, and spend the money to help you and your family and your business or whatever it might be, here's what happens. You get in trouble because your credit scores, personal credit scores, take a minute dive overnight when you do over 30% of whatever that dollar amount is. So if it's like $300, that'd be okay because it's not quite 30%. But you know what? Here's the story. If you go 350, you're going to see a 40 to 50 point drop overnight. So you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. You try to do the right thing. You work hard. You do what you're told. You get good credit, and then you're crucified when you use it. I'm going to tell you why this young man's really being crucified in just a minute, but I want to go through this first with you. The next one is a vendor credits, retail credit cards. You know, it's like Sears or whatever that might be out there, JCPenney's, blah, blah. He has 4 of them, and he's had all of them for a number of years. And they're all at maybe between 10 and 17% of whatever the valuation of them cards are, and have been that way all along, and they're in great shape. He also the next one now is real estate, and he has a very nice home I've been in numerous times. And here's the issue: it's over half paid off, and still can't borrow no money. Next one is an installment loan on a van he bought about 2 years ago, and it's about half paid off, and still can't borrow no money. Why? There's 7 open accounts here, all in great shape, never had a late, never had a collection, never had any kind of issues. Never. And if you look at the very bottom, it's talking about average account of age of these, and look at that. 9 years, 7 months, for all across the board. That's extremely good, isn't it? And then right below it, oldest accounts, all excellent. 21 years, 8 months, 21 years. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And now we can't borrow a nickel. Why? Well, because that first one up there, that cash credit card, he hadn't used it, remember? And when he did use it, it was like that brand new card because he hadn't laid a trail. He hadn't used it at all. And that was the big mistake by the banks. Don't use it if you don't really need to, but when you do, you can. Well, it was sometime later, and he used it. Now, in order for him to get his life back on track with personal credit, he has to pay $9,000 back to the lender on that $15,000 credit card to be able to come down below that 30%. Is that an unbelievable story? But here it is in black and white. I didn't create this. It's right out of his credit report. I'm telling you, it just won't work. People who try to do this on their own, run a business on their own, always run into these problems because it just takes a lot more than what personal credit can get to run a business. I'm just showing you this as an example. We won't be talking about personal credit anymore, except we don't ever have to worry about personal credit because we're not going to use it again. But I wanted you to see that what you think is real, or what you see like this is real, is not. It is not. The only thing real about it is it got messed up very, very big because he didn't know the truth. He didn't know what I'm about to show you guys. Thank you so much for watching this, because this is critical. Don't matter what your personal credit is, good or bad, we can help you in ways that you can never believe. So with that said, we'll see you on the next one when we start these short videos. Bye-bye for now.